Hi, today I am going to make a Instapot pot roast. Here I have all of this mix. It's a dry mix and they're all 1 teaspoon. So I have cumin, I have oregano, I have garlic powder, paprika, and salt. A half a teaspoon salt, but everything else is 1 teaspoon. And then I have 1 tablespoon of flour, all-purpose flour. I'm gonna mix all my spices together. This is the dry rub. Taking all the dry rub and putting it all over my roast. You kind of have to like pat it in, or if you have like this hole kind of like that, you can like put some in there. This roast is about 2.5 pounds, and you want to be generous with the spices because this is what's gonna flavor. So I have about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna sear the meat, all the edges around it. I seared all sides of my roast and now they are nicely browned. Next, when I take the pot roast out of this pan, you can see all the brown yummy juice from and all the seasoning from the pot roast. I put 1 tablespoon of butter in here. And if you have some oil left over, you can drain the oil and then put the butter in here. And what I'm going to do is make a gravy out of this. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of flour. I'm going to put it in here with the butter, and I'm going to about cook it for a minute or two until the flour is really, good cooked and not raw tasting, and it's going to smell like pie crust. And that's when you put in liquid to make it a gravy. See how nice and bubbly it is? It's about ready to put some. You could put red wine in here, and don't worry, alcohol will evaporate and it'll be delicious. But I'm not going to put red wine. I'm going to put some chicken broth. Alright, so I have a beautiful gravy here. Actually, I did not put chicken broth, I put beef broth. That's why it's this color. So the recipe, if you want to make it a chicken broth, that's fine too. But I like the color of it, so I wanted a beef broth instead. I put just a little bit and until it thickened up. So there's so many types of Instapot. This is my Instapot. And I am ready to put my roast in. What you have to do is first put in the meat before any other vegetables, because meat needs to cook first, and your Instapot really cooks from the bottom to the top. So meat goes in first. Here's the meat. I have my carrots in there, celery and onion, and I'm gonna put a couple of potatoes. Here's my gravy going in. This is gonna flavor so good. This is the Lipton brand and beef onion soup mix. I'm gonna use 1 pack of it. It comes in 2. So sprinkle everywhere. It's gonna be so flavored. And now I'm gonna put 2 cups of beef broth. And fresh herbs just on top, so you can take it off later. I have a pack of poultry fresh herbs, and I like to put them in just thick, not chop them up, because I can take them out later. It'll be easier to take them out. but it is so flavorful. Rosemary, thyme, everything. It's delicious. Here's my herbs. I know it might look like a lot, but once it all cooks, I'm gonna take them out and throw them away, the herbs. But I also put fresh ginger in here. It gives a really good flavor blend. So, and I did not cut the potatoes. I have the small potatoes, and it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna close it. Okay, so now make sure this little valve is sealed, not a vent. Sealed. Vent is open, seal is seal tight. The way my Instapot works is pressure cooker, and then you go to stew meat, and then you turn up the temperature because it is about 60 minutes. Go up to 60 minutes. About 1 hour. So once you turn up, you just, turn up the time that you want. You just let it be for a few seconds, and then it'll say on. And then you just wait a couple minutes. It'll start to time once the steam is all built in here. As you can see, is my timer started. I had to wait about like 10 to 15 minutes for the steam to gather up and start cooking. So now the timer is going. I did not do anything. I just, when it says on, I just let it be. It will take some time, but it will start timing. So now I just have to wait. All right, so my timer has ran out, and just everything looks like this. And if you didn't open it, the number starts going up. So this thing is still hot is what that means. But since I came right away, so I just shut my Instapot off because the timer just went off, so I just canceled it. And I'm gonna turn this a little bit around so it's not under the cabinet, and I'm gonna release the vent. Slowly because it's kind of full. Things gonna come out. Okay, so I'm gonna open it, and wow, look at this. It looks delicious. Look at all those herbs. I'm gonna take them out, throw them away, and I'll show you the meat. So here you go. This is your roast. Look at how delicious it looks. So tender, so flavorful. This is the best Instapot pot roast you'll find. It is filled with flavor and is amazing. The way you can tell the meat is done is put your fork through, and look at how tender it is. It just peels right off. See? Just shreds into pieces. I just don't want to do it a lot because I want to cut it in slice, but look at that. So easy. Let me have a bite of it. Okay, so I'm gonna try a little bit. Wow, it is really good. I love it. It's very flavorful, it's juicy, and it's just so simple. I love Instapot. I cook it all the time, and you really don't have to go through all searing the meat and making the gravy. If you really didn't want to, you could just have the meat and put it at the bottom and dump everything in there, and it would be as good as searing it. But I just wanted a little bit extra flavor, so I seared my meat with some gravy. But really, you don't have to go, you can skip that part. But if you want me to make a video on that, just dumping everything in the Instapot and see how that comes out. If you want me to do it first before you do it, I can do that, and let me know on the comment below. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to eat my food. I'm so hungry. It's so late. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.